I am joined by the Antonio Carlos Jr., Shoeface, as they call him. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining me. Got a huge fight coming up on June 21st in the PFL, the 2024 light heavyweight season. You have already won one of these things, right? You were the 2021 champion. You got the big $1 million payday. Was that life changing? Was that a life changing moment for you?
Yes, man. Was like I felt that I reached one of my goals, becoming a MMA champion in a big organization, so was was pretty good for me.
Now, I know you have to pay coaches and, the food's ridiculous and expenses and all
Mhm.
that. So, I mean, how much do you actually keep of the $1 million payday?
Well, I had like almost everything that I want to, I already had my own house, my car, a good car. I paid the percentage for the coaches, so I try to invest. Everything that I get, I always try to find the good investments, good opportunities. So that's what I did.
Is that like with the stock market or businesses, or what's your preferred investment style?
Uh, I like stock market a little bit, the construction, uh, buy houses and everything. I think is a good investment everywhere, either here or in Brazil. What else? I'm always looking for opportunities, always look for opportunities.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the saying you got to have more than one hustle. And
Yes.
I think especially for fighters, because you never know when your last match is going to be. I think it's really important for fighters to kind of have their eyes
To
open for
invest.
opportunities, like you're saying. Speaking of
Yes, it is.
opportunities, so you suffered a knee injury, right? And you had to take some
Yes.
time away, but you
Hmm.
also got the chance to appear on Big Brother Brazil. Like
Hmm.
that's kind of a big thing. Um, I remember you won, I think it was season 3 of The Ultimate Fighter, and
I
that's
want,
like a reality show. Do you feel like that kind of prepared you for what you were about to get into with Big Brother?
yeah. Man, to be honest, not really, because it's pretty different, like in the Ultimate Fighter, I was doing like what I supposed to do, like training, competing, and doing, you know, what I should be doing. Big Brother was kind of different, but it was a great experience. I learned a lot during this period. But I'm back to my field. My field is MMA. It's fighting, so it's more comfortable here.
Yeah, I mean, your following blew up too. I mean, your Instagram followers, everything. You have so many more eyeballs on you now. Um,
Uh-huh.
so when you came back to the PFL, did you renegotiate your contract, or did you keep the same one even though you generate more traffic now?
Yes, yes. We renegotiate the purse and everything. The contract is better now. Uh, I think was good for everyone. Was good for me. Was good for PFL because more people watching. People like out of the bubble. Some people never even like watch a single fight, and now they like following and cheering for me or understanding. The all these environment. So it's pretty good. It's pretty nice.
And you made your comeback, and I think it was back in April, and it didn't seem like you were missing a step at all. I mean, you went in, you got a first round submission. Did it feel weird coming back from such a long layoff?
Yes, yes, man. I was so like I felt so much pressure, before the fight. I was feeling, man, it's almost 2 years, I don't know how it's going to be. I never stayed that long away from the cage. And I was really like worried about it. But to be honest, like once I get inside the cage, I said, "Man, I love this thing. Let's do it again." And I could feel like the good distance, a good. feel there was my place. You know what I mean? So many years of experience, in jiu-jitsu, in MMA, even at the gym. You learn a lot at the gym. I got a lot of uh, tough guys to train with. Uh, so this gives me enough confidence to get there and do my job.
And you did. You showed up and you looked great. And now you're gearing up for the second installment of the 2024 season in PFL. Alex Polizzi, I hope I said that right.
Alex Polizzi, yes.
He is your he's the guy. He's the guy you got to get past to get one step closer to another $1 million payday. And from what I gather from him, like his bread and butter is the grappling. He's got a bunch of submissions on his record, but that's your strength as well. You think he's in
Mhm.
trouble?
I think he's in trouble. We're gonna make him get in trouble, you have to pay attention in every aspect of the game. Uh, he looks like a strong guy. Sometimes he throws some bombs, so I gotta pay attention. You know how it is. Like 4 ounce gloves is it's pretty hard. So I just have to pay attention, do the right strategy, everything that we've been doing here at the gym because he needs the 6 points. So he's gonna come hard in the first round. So I need to be prepared for that, and do what you have to do. Get
since
there and do the right job.
since your grappling is so strong, do you think he'll even test you in that area, or do you think he's going to come out and try to brawl with you?
I think he probably gonna try to brawl a little bit at the beginning, but he's gonna try to take me down for sure. I saw he's trying that with Romero, with some grappling guys. So I don't think he's gonna make something pretty different right now. That's his strong weapon. That's what I think he's gonna try to do. It's gonna be kind of like wrestling against jiu-jitsu.
Do you have a prediction of how it's going to play out? I know fighters don't really like to give predictions, but
It's hard to say that. It's pretty hard to get the predictions, but I hope he can get another win. Hope another submission, especially because he needs to come. He needs to expose himself, and that's the best for me.
yeah, and that's kind of what's cool about the PFL system is, I feel like they prioritize finishes by giving more points if you get the
Hmm.
finish in the first versus the second versus the third versus a decision. Are you a
Yes,
fan of this point system?
I love it, man. I fit so well with PFL. I got a like good people behind the scenes, and this system is pretty good. Meritocracy. You get a good finish, you go to the next step and go to the next and go to the semifinals and go to the finals. I love that. I love the system.
Yeah, and PFL seems pretty cool with letting their fighters do other things, whether it's boxing or um, Anthony Pettis did a karate combat show, grappling. I know professional jujitsu is really on a rise right now. Is that something you've ever entertained or thought about doing, like competing against someone in a strictly grappling match again? Because I know you used to.
Yeah, we could do it, but in the PFL because you gotta like fight every 2 months, so it's a pretty short period of time. It's hard. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get injury. My next fight that is more important. So I prefer to focus on MMA. Maybe after the season we can do some grappling match. I don't know, something we can keep in mind. But now I just focus on the PFL and MMA fights.
Fair enough. And that's another cool thing about the season is you have a window where you're not in competition. So
Yes,
that is pretty cool as well. Do you follow the jujitsu scene anymore at all? You keeping up with ADCC and all that?
some, yeah. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. Always looking for the new positions, what's happening in the, you know, on this universe, but not too close. I love to go on the awards this year, but I won't be able to make it. But that is a lot of friends fighting.
How often do you train in the gi still?
Gi, just in the holidays, to be honest, I try to get something more specific. I train a lot with no gi, I do a lot of like wrestling, uh, no gi, but with gi it's pretty hard for me now, you
It's not
know.
like riding a bike.
No, to be honest, like I used to like more gi than no gi. But as I'm MMA fighter now, it's pretty hard. Sometimes when I don't know, in Brazil with some friends, so I put the gi, we roll a little bit. I messed up my fingers, but that's when I train gi because during the week it's pretty hard for me. The training is so intense. You got a lot of like different stuff to do. You got Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, sparring, conditioning. So it's hard to put like a gi train in the middle of that.
Yeah, that's understandable. And you're at ATT, right? Down in Florida. Who
Yes.
are who are some
Uh-huh.
of your main training partners that are getting you ready for this?
Oh, I have a lot of guys here, man. I got Buchecha, Marcos Buchecha. Uh, I got Glyco, who was the Ultimate Fighter champion too in Brazil. Um, man, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys. Johnny Ablan, Steve Mako, uh, Marcos Maluco. There's a lot of guys in here, who helped me out. Saeed, Josh. So tough guys.
Do you like the bigger gym atmosphere as opposed to like smaller camps?
I think so. This is good because you have a lot of bodies. Once you have a lot of bodies, like different point of views, and they try different stuff. This is good for your game.
And so you go on, you win the $1 million this season. Do you think you would enter again for next season, or do you think you'll try to get into the pay-per-view sphere of PFL?
Man, I don't know how it's gonna work with like this PFL and Bellator thing, with the pay-per-views and stuff. But I don't know. I just got used to this, to the system, on the championship. So I probably gonna be fighting next year again.
And you think this is the best style for you personally? Is the season format with, it's fight after fight after fight,
Uh-huh.
and then you get a nice break?
Man, I can't complain, to be honest. I just love it, because you just keep fighting, every 2 months you're fighting, and then you take some break, you develop something, like after my after the title, I went to Thailand, spent some time over there training Muay Thai. So it's pretty good because you can organize your life really well. So I love how it works.
Where were you at in Thailand?
I went to train at Tiger Muay Thai,
Okay.
but I spent a lot of time with Leo Elias in the I forgot the name now, the gym. Leo is a pretty good coach, man. He teaches me a lot. Was really, really good. I stayed there for like a month and was like I developed my Muay Thai game like I was there for a year, I don't know. He's a pretty good coach. I forgot the gym. Is oh wow, man. Oh, well, I forgot the name, but I was training with Leo. He's
How,
also a Brazilian, but he's there for like more than 20 years and train a lot of Thai guys.
how'd you deal with the humidity out there? It's pretty bad. Did you
In
have to
Thailand?
acclimate? Yeah.
Nah, not really, to be honest, I'm a Brazilian, you know how it is. I'm from Northeast, so I got used to that.
Cool. Well, who are some of your sponsors and the people helping you out on your journey to make it to June 21st?
June 21st. I don't have one right now.
No sponsors.
No sponsor right now.
You're your own sponsor.
Yes. You know, I got some people who do some specific things, but not really like on my side, you know.
Do you have any people you want to give a special thank you or a shout out to?
I think all the everybody rooting for me, everybody who's sending good energy and genuinely like praying, you know, and sending good vibes.
I dig it.
For sure, you know, all my coaches, training partners, you know, everybody on my side, my family, girlfriend, and everyone.
Well, for the one or two people who are not already following you on social media, how can they come along this journey with you? What are your social media handles, platforms, all that?
All right, it's Cara de Sapato, Cadesapato, Cara de Sapato, this terrible nickname, but that's how you can
No,
find me.
it's the best nickname. And I know you're probably tired of telling the story, but just real quick, can you tell the viewers how you actually got the name Shoe Face? Because you
Well,
don't look like a shoe.
do you know Ricardo Vieira?
Yes.
Ricardinho, yeah. So I had moved to João Pessoa with my mom. My parents just got divorced, and I moved with my mom to her city, where I born actually. And then Ricardo was like about to do some seminar. You know, he was the coach of my coach, Bob Esponja, and he liked to put like nicknames in everyone, you know. And he got a big chin, and I said, "Oh, you look like a gypsy chin, you know, the gypsy chin, the thing." And he said, "Oh, look like your face. Your face look like a shoe." And everybody, "Oh, shoe face, shoe face, shoe face." I hate it, and that's why you know it didn't stop, and now it's shoe face for everyone.
I love it. I think it's so different. I feel like in combat sports, there's so many people that have the same nickname, like the assassin or the killer or all these
Uh-huh.
lame names. So
Yeah,
Cara de Zapato is like it's awesome,
it's
man.
perfect.
And you're not supposed to pick your own nickname, right? Like you're not supposed to.
Yeah, you're right. But thanks, man.
Well, Antonio Carlos Jr., thank you so much for taking out the time to speak with me. June 21st, Alex Polizzi is on your dinner plate. Have fun out there.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.